That's a little bit better. What's up guys, I'm Dan Weiss, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to continue putting back together the Buell Blast. Last video, we got the frame back on, we mounted a bunch of stuff up, and we got a bunch of parts underneath the table we still need to take care of. We have to do the whole intake and exhaust. That's going to probably not get done today, but we can at least sort of tidy up a little bit of this. And it's a nice day. We're gonna enjoy the weather a little bit too. Oh, hi Frank. You in less of a pissy mood? So, I got this tie rod, and where is it? This tie rod back in place. And next thing I gotta do is get this wishbone motor mount. There's two slots right there and there. And I've realized I feel like I'm missing a piece. Well, I'm missing, I think, the bolt for this side and that side. But there's something I realized. So I took a look at the old head. Yeah, there's the one location. Oops. Focus. There's the other. Turns out the bolt snapped inside of there. Now, I don't think that's the bolt because it had the nut on it, and it wouldn't make sense to have the nut. I think this is something else altogether. But I gotta look around and see if I dropped something somewhere along the lines. But I did find it's the same pitch for here, or well, for here. So I'm assuming these two are the same, so maybe I can just order new ones. But I don't know. This really baffles me. I don't think it's this guy. No, too small. So I gotta find some more bolts. I don't know if you met Frank, but he's my shop cat. Frank, look over here. Hey, hey, Frank. Frank, don't you ignore the camera. So I didn't film it, but I got the front clutch lever. Well, I tightened this isolator, but I still can't find these. So I found the parts number for it. Luckily I have a full PDF of the service manual and parts manual with all the numbers, so if anyone ever needs it, just leave a comment and I'll provide a link. Maybe I'll just provide the link right in the video. Just make it easy on you guys. So I'm gonna run to Home Depot, get the two bolts I need for right here, and I'm gonna return this. So let's just make this quick. 1, 2, 3. We're back. They didn't have the bolts, but ordered them on eBay for $1 each. So those will be coming soon. Good. Oh, I made a mistake. I haven't really filmed it, but I've been having a lot of trouble with this motor mount. The washer just doesn't seem to want to fit like it should. And I looked at the diagrams and it matches, but I'm just gonna see what I can do at the moment. My tripod just broke and I'm not really making any progress just gonna call it a night, and we'll see you on the next one. Well, alright, so it's been a couple days since before this other clip, and it's beautiful. A quick update. The bolts I got for the tie rod on the front, I ordered them. The guy who sold them canceled, but I found one at my local hardware store. Home Depot and Lowe's did not come through today, so this one's 1/4 of an inch shorter, but it should be fine. So we can move forward with that. Let's get some work done. I didn't film it, but I got the basics of the motor mount, the isolation, the tie rod back into place so you can see, maybe. You can see the motor mount nut is on, then the 2 nuts for the isolation portion of it. They're all loose, so I need to just tighten those up. But they're on, so hard part is just going to be lifting the bike, lowering it, tightening these up to the point where they'll be good, and then we tackle this guy. This guy should be easy though. So, I got it. Actually, without too much difficulty. Right. Hold on, let me try something. The trick is to get the 2 outsides threaded on, then get the inside threaded. It could be loose. You need to start on one side, work your way over to the other, just back and forth. And then, once you get about halfway or so, you can start tightening the center. Then you come back, turn the handlebars to the left. Where'd it go? Grab your deep socket. You can fit it onto here. You just gotta lift up the wiring harness. And you can ratchet it down, just use a crescent wrench there. And the other side, you don't need a deep socket, but you can generally do the same thing. You have a lot more room on the other side to work with, but I got it. So that's awesome. Time to put that last tie rod back on. Oh man. So all the tie rods are on and secure. Motor mount's back on, so I can officially take the bike off the stand if I really want to without the engine banging into the frame and all that, and it's properly supported. Let's see. I gotta put on the right foot foot support and stuff, chain belt guard, gas tank, brake light, and exhaust. Oh, and the horn. Getting there. Oh, so, my girlfriend called, answered that, and while I was doing that, didn't record, but I did finish out putting the footrest back on. For those of you who have this problem and run into it in the future, let me give you some really helpful tips. So, there's 3 bolts. There's a far top left, bottom right. Top left, use a universal joint socket wrench. Be awkward, but it'll work. Bottom left, just use a crescent wrench. Top right, you can use socket wrench without the universal joint, and it'll work fine. Jump ahead a little bit. Rear brake reservoir's on. Horn's back on. That's where those 2 wires go to. Got the positive power added. Let's see. This guy needs to go on, and that guy. So, one thing I really hate about this bike is the gas tank. It is damn near impossible to get back on and off. These 2 studs, there's like a nub on the gas tank on both sides that it's supposed to slide under. You put these rubber covers over it to keep it from sliding out. And I can't persuade this to get back on. I'm having so much difficulty. I know this is not the only time this has happened. And we got our boy Frank here. He's hanging out. Right, bud? Say hi. Frank. Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Alright, you wanna go inside? Big boy. Go on. Abandon me. Some shop cat you are. Camera died, but I got it. It's like the biggest victory I've had so far with this bike. Yeah, minimum. Okay. So, the trick was I lowered loosened from the bottom here the motor mount, and then I stuck a screwdriver in like this and pried downward and was able to get enough leverage to just push it in and snap right into place. And I can put that bracket back over. If anyone ever runs into the trouble, it'll be on here. Got the gas tank on. All we gotta do is exhaust, battery, oil, belt, tighten up the axle. Should be good to go. But for tonight, I think that's all we're gonna get to. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have a Buell Blast, this gives you some good insight on the difficulties with this bike. But I guess I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal. So thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.